friends, hope you are doing great. Today we are going to see Google Cloud Platform certification exam model questions with answers explanation we are going to see. So in our previous video we have seen the demo and concepts, and today we are going to see the questions with answers. Okay friends, so what you have to do means you have to take one paper and pen. Okay, so we are going to test ourselves, right? So whatever we have learned, we are going to test ourselves. So what you need to do means you have to take one paper and pen, and I am going to give the questions with objectives, like objective type only. So you need to select the answer. So whatever answer you know, then you need to select answer, and finally I'll give that answers, and you can validate yourselves, friends, out of how many you have got it, like that, and you can update in the comments also if you want. Okay, sounds great. Let's move on to that. So I will give the link also. Okay, first question. Which of the following is a platform service option for hosting web application on Google Cloud Platform? So first one is a compute engine VM, container engine instance, cloud storage with Firebase hosting, and app engine standard or flexible environment. Okay friends, so you can read this question and you can answer this. I'm giving time for you, 5 seconds. Okay, so you know the answer, I guess. So first one is a compute engine VM, or second is a container engine instance, cloud storage with Firebase hosting, or finally app engine standard or flexible environment. Okay, now I'm going with app engine standard or flexible environment. So it looks good. I mean, it looks like answer, because first one definitely it won't be answer, and second and third also it's not like that. So finally app engine standard or flexible environment, so I can select that one. So then if you what you know, you just select that option, friends. If I am selecting this, then don't select that one. Okay, next I am going with second question. Which of the following is an IaaS option for hosting web application on Google Cloud Platform? First one is app engine standard environment, second is a container engine instance, third is a compute engine instance, then fourth is a cloud storage with Firebase hosting. So here they are asking about the IaaS option. So IaaS option, obviously, yes. I think I will give the time for you, so you can put your answer in your paper. Okay, so IaaS means obviously it will come to compute engine part only. So I am selecting C, compute engine instance. Okay, next we are going to third questions. Okay, so we need to store a huge amount of data, example around 50 terabit per day. The data comes from thousands of IoT devices attached to machinery in manufacturing facilities all over the world. Each sensor sends data multiple times per minute. You will use the data to analyze the health of the machinery and schedule maintenance accordingly. The best place to store this data would be anywhere. Sorry, would be where? So the best place to store this data would be where? So you need to store a huge amount of data. So huge amount of data, then I can select I can't select cloud storage, Firestore, and any other keyword do we have? So we can omit this cloud storage and Firestore. So remaining options we have BigQuery, Bigtable. You need to store huge amount of data, around 50 terabyte of data, and the data comes from thousands of IoT devices attached to machinery in manufacturing facilities all over the world. So each sensor data multiple times per minute. We will use the data to analyze the health of machinery and schedule maintenance accordingly. So this is like I'm confusing with BigQuery or Bigtable. So that's what I'm my confusion. So then I am going with huge amount of data. So there we need to store the huge amount of data. So I will select the Bigtable. So we can like each sensor data multiple times per minute, and in future we are going to analyze also. So I am selecting with big table, so it could be the answer. I'm not sure about it. So if you know your answer, just mark it, whatever it could be. Okay. So fourth question we are moving. Your company runs an online store with many users all over the world. Much of the company's revenue is generated through the store. Which of the following do you think is most important? So durability, availability, low latency, transactional consistency. So your company runs an online store with many users all over the world. Much of the company's revenue is generated through the store. Which of the following do you think is most important? Durability or availability, low latency, transactional consistency. Okay, so you need to say the answer first. In friends, you need to say the answer. Durability or availability, low latency, transactional consistency. So I am selecting with which your company runs an online store with many users all over the world. Much of the company's revenue is generated through the store. Much of the company's revenue is generated through the store. Which of the following do you think is most important? So durability, it's important. Availability also, it looks like important. Low latency also, it's important. Transactional consistency. So I am thinking all are important, but anyway we don't have that all of the options, all of the above options. So I don't how how can we answer this? So I am selecting with option D, transactional consistency. I'm thinking like that. Okay, let's put your answer, friends. Then fifth question. So you have been asked to create a solution where managers can analyze sales trends by combining data from a relational system in an on-premises SQL Server database with website activity from Google Analytics and social media posts that mention your company. Which solution below seems most feasible and cost effective? So you have been asked to create a solution where managers can analyze sales trends by combining data from relational system in an on-premises SQL Server database with website activity from Google Analytics and social media posts then that mention your company. Which solution below seems most feasible and cost effective? Option A, export the data to CSV files and put them in cloud storage. Use a Spark cluster in Dataproc to analyze the data using Spark SQL. Second, write an app engine program in Python to gather the data from each source and store it in Firestore and expose the data via the REST API. Then create web-based reports using an Angular front-end. Third, use Dataflow to transfer data into BigQuery tables. Create reports using the Google Cloud Studio. Write an application that copies the data to PubSub and then use an App Engine application to process the messages and store them cloud storage. Use a data proc clusters to run the analysis and display the results using a website. Okay, you should put your answer, friends, in your paper. You have been asked to create a solution where managers can analyze sales trends by combining data from a relational system in on-premises SQL Server database with website activity, Google Analytics, and social media post. So I think we can use data flow to transfer the data into a BigQuery table, and we can create the report by using the Google Data Studio. So I'm selecting that option. Maybe it could be the answer. Okay, next we are moving next question. You are developing a web application that will have a large number of users and significant spikes in demand. In addition to the dynamically generated pages, there are many static files .css, .js, .pdf, .jpg, etc. Of the choices below, which is the best place to store those files? So web application, I can go with the large number. Okay, so first option is big table, BigQuery, and non-persistent disk attached to the web servers for low latency and high performance. Finally, cloud storage. So I am selecting. Okay, you can put your answers, friends. You can put your answer. So for developing a web application that will have a large number of users and significant spikes in demand, so I am selecting with cloud storage because we are developing web application, large number of users, significant spikes in demand. So I am going with cloud storage. There are keyword like static files, so I'm as per these keywords I am selecting this cloud storage. I'm sorry, friends. Next question. You have a relational database that you want to migrate to Google Cloud. It has about 100 GB of data at a peak times. There are around 200 users. The data is highly relational, and there are number of applications that use the data and many reports. Which storage solution would you recommend? You have option A, data store, cloud SQL server on compute engine, spanner. You have a relational database. So relational database, obviously cloud SQL or cloud spanner only. Okay, you want to migrate a Google Cloud. It has 100 GB of data at peak times. There are around 200 users. The data is highly relational, and there are number of applications that use the data and many reports. So they didn't talk about any Google own tool, right? So like that they didn't say. So I'm selecting with uh, acid plus plus properties. They didn't talk about that, so they are saying only highly relational. So now I'm going with cloud SQL. You can say your answer. Okay, then next question: your company has a large Oracle database that is would like to move to the cloud. There are many users all over the world. The database currently is about 5 terabyte big, and it is growing quickly. Here, strong transactional consistency, which is important. What data storage would you recommend? So here they have given the clearly keyword strong transactional consistency. So strong transactional consistency, then I can go with the cloud spanner only, friends. So then terabyte data, also big size of data, 5 terabyte of data. So then I am going with cloud spanner. So apps option A, big table, cloud SQL, cloud spanner, and Oracle running on compute engine, BigQuery. So I am selecting cloud spanner, C option. So next, ninth question: VMs tends to be larger than containers accomplishing similar functionality. VM tend to be larger than containers, so accomplishing similar functionality. So I can, so VM is comparing with container, VM is larger, right? So I am selecting true only. Last 10th question, last question, friends. So the finance department at our company has been archiving data on premises. They no longer want to maintain a costly dedicated storage system. They would like to store up to 300 terabyte of data for 10 years. The data will likely not to be accessed at all. They also want to minimize cost. What storage service would you recommend? Cloud storage, multi-regional storage, cloud storage, nearline storage, cloud storage, cold line storage. So the finance department at your company has been archiving data. So archiving means it will come last option only. So multi-regional, regional, and nearline or cold line, it will come to only. So again I am going to read this. So they no longer want to maintain a costly dedicated storage system. So see, friends, they are giving that keyword to maintain cost reduce. We need to reduce the cost. They would like to store up to 300 terabyte of data for 10 years. They are giving 10 years. Okay, again 10 years means cold line I can select. Again we will confirm it. Okay, the data will likely not to be accessed at all. So we should not use frequently accessed. Some time only, I mean not some time, after 3 year 5 year like that we can access, but they are saying 10 years they have given the keyword. So minimize the cost. So obviously we can select option. You can put your option, friends. So I am selecting with cloud storage, cold line storage. Yeah, friends, we have done with the lab. So I will attach that answers also. You can verify that answers. Okay, friends, we have, you can verify your answers. After that you can validate yourselves. So in our upcoming video we are going to see remaining questions, friends. Thanks a lot. Have a day, have a great day. If you are not subscribed my YouTube channel, you can subscribe my YouTube channel, so that it will motivate me to upload more videos about the GCP. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye bye.